Finally, quad roll, Batman! Oh, that's only the second quad roll I've ever done on speed. Hedgie 1. Sitting people down. So Aslan has asked for a regear. Basically said here, don't steal anything from a clan boss champs. Everything else is fair game. Take and use whatever you want. But basically, we're looking to build an arena team, a strong arena team that can farm. Yeah, so basically working up this great hall. So I'd say Aslan, a completionist. 10s, 10, 10, 10, before we go anywhere else. Let's have a quick look at what the arena team is right now before we start changing stuff. Double Hedgie, Trunda, and Cardiel. Are these both nukes? Not a nuke. This one is a nuke. This is a funky old team. Okay damage Trunda and a Cardiel that's pretty solid built. One to nuke, one to lock out. Let's see it working. Someone with double Hedgie. Ooh, that's interesting. So the first one locks people out. The next one does some work. And then Cardiel gets us to do an AoE. It feels like we're going to win the fight. It feels like with this level of champion, we should be winning that way more comfortably than we just did. Honestly. Both nuke would be better. Yeah, I think it would. This is a much weaker team, I guess. But we're not hitting that hard on these Hedgies. Okay, so it's not a terrible team anyway. So we've got a foundation of a good-looking team. What we're going to do? What's a strong, fast? Oh, we could do like just a traditional blender. We've got Sinacia, we've got Skull Crusher, we've got Cardiel. Arguably the best champion to do a blender. Yeah, blender sprung to mind. We could make use of this double Hedgie team and literally go boom, boom with the double Hedgies. Kymar, double nuke Hedgie. Don't forget, we're going for a quick arena farm team. Double nuke Hedgie might be the answer. It might be a quicker way to win. So Kymar built fast with accuracy so that his first move he does is actually the sleep. I don't know if we need AoE defense down with these teams. I think we just blow stuff up. Yeah, Kymar double Hedgie for sure. And then we'll decide on the last champ. Honestly, it could be Rotus. It could be Trunda. It could even be Candy. Candy gives you more of a chance from like a defensive point of view. I think we start building these Hedgies out because that's going to be a ton of fun actually. So let's see what we can do here. Hedgies, you can just lock any champion you want in here so they're not going to steal their gear. So all of the clan boss teams now locked. We won't steal any of their gear. I could actually not go Savage gear. Let me just show you something quickly. So if I don't choose Savage here and I just go for 100% crit rate, I do want accuracy, 200 minimum. Don't care about speed. If I just go highest damage, what it should do is have my Savage gear at the top because it knows that Savage hits hard. Unless Savage gear is not the way to do the most damage with this team. So just for info, the current build hits for 17,700 on the A1, 23,000 on the A2. This new build will hit for basically double. It will basically double the damage. See how quickly it's just been like that. Optimizers like that. Double damage. What are you doing next? Double. So if you see here, it has picked Savage gear because it knows that Savage gear is where the damage is at. I guess, thank you, Optimizer. You proved my point. Is this the VIP Optimizer? It is. The only thing you're not getting if you're not VIP. So look, we try and keep it free to play, but we want a few perks for the people that actually pay the wages of the developers. Yeah? They get paid. They're not just sitting there like, oh, this is for the love of doing it. No, they get money. They get money for this stuff. And I think it's well deserved as well because this literally changes the game. You go from enjoying playing the game to actually playing the game. It's ridiculous. The things which you get from a premium is seeing how much more damage you do for the builds. Yeah, that's a premium thing. The gear rating that's popping up here, that's a premium thing. And presets sharing is a premium thing. Okay, so this is going to be the build. What I will just check, I just want to check to see if we've got any more Savage gear that's not rolled up. Especially looking for attack percent, boots, and chests in Savage. So I was just seeing if we had any more 6-star stuff. We've got a couple, which it's not choosing because the substats are not good. That's not likely to help us. that's not like to help us either. So I'm just checking. I just want to make sure there's not something that we're missing here. Crit damage on the amulet. So this is, I would say, out of all of the amulets, attack amulets are like by far the worst. There's very few situations where I would suggest an attack amulet is the way to go. Going to equip that and lock him. I think it kind of works. I think the build's fine. I think the ideal would be sniper, so you got more chance of landing those debuffs. Okay, on to Hedgie 2. So Hedgie 2, we want to do basically the same build. We're going to nuke again. I want the accuracy again. Yeah, basically want to do exactly the same build. But now the first Hedgie's artifacts are locked away. You see how much less crit damage we've got here? 217 versus like, what, 270 on the last build? So if we see here, this one's damage is going to be considerably less than the last build we just did, because we just used our best gear. Cruel with Savage. Now, interestingly, it's opted for Cruel because I told it that the enemies are going to have 3,500 defense. So if I bring that back down to a more reasonable number, let's say 3,000 even, be interesting if we get a higher damage build here. In fact, let's go back to what we were on, 2,000, and see if we don't get a Cruel set anymore, but we get higher damage. Yeah, look. So actually, we've got another 5k damage per hit, but it's not looking for that blend of Cruel and Savage. So crit damage gloves. This is kind of what I was saying earlier. Sometimes you've got crit damage gloves. They rolled well into crit rates. Look at this piece. Just because it got a double crit rate roll, it's actually finding these as the best gloves for this champion. Anytime I get crit damage with crit rate on it, I roll it up to level 8 and see if I get a double roll on crit rate. Even if it's the most obscure set in the game, you're still putting them on someone. There's really not any substats here that are helping us with this build, but the main stat is so powerful that it's still the best one we're going to get. I guess higher level players probably still try and get speed into their Hedgies. Like if they're going for a build that can compete at the proper top end of the game, they will still try and do Hedgies with speed so that they do get moving in the game. So let's check the builds. We've got Hedgie 5.3-ish K attack, 246 crit damage in Savage. These Hedgies are going to nuke. Let me just check his masteries. So we're going to change this up. I want Eagle Eye. Yeah, I want as much accuracy as I can get without ruining his chance of winning the speed race. So we're going accuracy, accuracy, accuracy. Laura Steel for the speed. I'm going to take this just so I can get into Eagle Eye. And we're also going to take Evil Eye for his A1 to push back turn meter if we need it. This is good as a standard one for Kymar anyway, to be honest. And then we're going to go crit rate. We're just going to do like a standard like offensive type build here. It's going to help for general content anyway. Kymar, this is where we have a very different style build. So we go highest score on the optimizer because we're not worried about damage. We're really not. So when we're doing something where we're just looking at a base stat, you actually want to just tell it what stats are the priority. So I want a minimum speed. I'm going to call it at 300. I don't know if we can get to it or not. But my most important stat is speed. And then my secondary stat I want is accuracy. Yeah, so I'm doing it this way around. Doing high score. Not found anything. Let's just pull this back to 250 for a second. So we're at like 267 with 500 on accuracy. Honestly, it's value and accuracy too high. I want to be faster. So I can pull this back and just say maximum 300 accuracy. 200 to 300. And now we get up to more like 279 speed. It's not that quick. It's not that quick, but we're hoping that Hedgies have blown up pretty much anyone that's going to win a speed race because they're all pretty much squishy champs, yeah? So the people that are left should not be speed leads, which means that 279 might still be enough. I just question if this is the fastest we've got. 13 speed on a weapon. What's going on there? Honestly, if I get any weapon, any item, honestly, that's got speed and accuracy together, at least roll it to 12. Do it the justice of rolling it to 12 because you might have sitting in your account one of your best pieces and it's just not even rolled. Triple roll speed. Look at that. That's now the fastest piece. Just sitting there waiting to be rolled. Shame it's 5-star actually, but that's still nice. Go on, quad roll it. Holy quad roll, Batman! Oh, that's only the second quad roll I've ever done on speed. Wow, what a shame it's 5-star piece. Oh man, that's why we roll our gear. +3 doesn't even feel like it's doing it justice. Give us a 5. Okay, we'll take the 4. I hate everything and everyone right now. Oh man, that is awesome. So we're now up to 290, see? So just by rolling a few pieces of gear, we've gone for the new weapon. Got ourselves up to 290, and everyone now has got a decent speed roll on it. And there's a bit of glyphage to be done as well. Only 5-star boots. Haslan, you need to get yourself into Nightmare Campaign. Get yourself some boots. Okay, Kymar done. 2 hedgies done. Just Trund. I think. What do we think for the last champ? Rota's just to pick up the meat. Rota's also gives us a win condition if we lose, if we don't manage to kill people with hedgies. Let's do Rotas as our last build. 195 speed, 100% crit rate, 4.7k attack, 214 crit damage. In Cruel and Savage, it's a decent build, not crazy. Okay, let's check him out. Let's check out this team in action. I won't go against a Tormund team because it's not really built to do that. This could be a nice team to test. Hedgie, and then Rota's cleanup. So what we want to do is just make sure that Kymar does his A2 as his first choice. So wherever we are in the fight, Kymar's going to strip anything that's out there and sleep, because it gives us time to get back to other abilities if we need to. Let's try an auto, see how it runs. Hedgie 1. Sitting people down. Oh, that's good. That's good. Plus we get the lockout. Have a sleep. Rota's clean up. It's honestly, double Hedgie is pretty much filthy. Let's see what it does against a shield champ. You get the boost and reset anyway, Sheep. You get it anyway. Oh, we're still sitting people down. She's getting, is that retaliation hits or what? There's the sleep. See you later, Krisk. Reset there. That's what you're saying, Sheep. So we still get it because we got the time from when they're doing the sleep. Number 2. Good night. Hedgie 1. Kill someone straight out. Hedgie 2. Everyone dead. Oh, man. It's pretty gross. It's a pretty gross team, to be fair. Look at that. Who wins against, like... Okay, maybe top level gameplay can take this team on, but there's not many teams that can take this team on, honestly. It's horrid. This is a horrible team to face. Here comes a clean off. Dead. Very tanky team. This is going to be a hard team to beat. Very tanky. And old Broggers might kill our hedgies. This could be a lose, actually. We might lose this fight. Broggers might be the reason we lose here. No, not enough damage to kill us. Okay. Maybe not. We're going to get a reset. But yeah, we're starting to take damage now. There's the reset. Kind of need Rotas to come to life and start doing some work. He's not going to do it. So Brogni, the beast that he is even good in arena defense. Like, this is quite a hard counter to our team here. It's not so much tanky teams. It's more someone like him in particular, because not only is he hurting you when you're doing damage, you're also healing their team through the shields that he's cast. It's straight up nasty. Back to work. Hedgies, back to work. Very dead. It's a fun team, actually. Did I quit the banner for Rotas? Yeah, I did, yeah. Look how much work we've done with that first hit. It's like, over to you, buddy. Finish him off. So again, Duchess is kind of like, could be a bit of a thorn in our side here. Definitely if it's a high HP one. Pretty much slamming the others. We get a reset there from their ARB. Clean all that off. They are going to get another resurrection through Duchess, but we do get a reset ourselves. So we're going in again. You can't revive him again, Duchess. You've done that. You've done it. You're dead. Don't you think attack or crit damage aura would be better? Possibly, but I don't think so, because we still want Kymar. If we don't kill them straight out, we want Kymar to sleep them. We still want him to be quick. There's an argument to say possibly this could be like a Candy instead of a Rotas, but I think you still want to win the speed race if you don't kill people. Let's see what we do against other hedgies. We're slow. We are slow hedgies here. I didn't build any speed at all. Look at this. 111, 103. I think This Hedgie might just one-shot both of ours. So it might be avoid Hedgie teams. We'll see. Yeah, so they are quicker. It didn't insta-kill us, but they've locked us out, which means that we're now in trouble. Which is why we kind of got Rotus in the team for clean-up duty. Don't forget. Still win. I think against a better enemy team, we actually lose that fight. Aslan, I think we'll leave it there. That has been a fun one to do.